delivered her magical keynotes at over 4,000 public and private events. Heather's performed at venues ranging from Barack Obama's inaugural ball. I'm a little jealous. She performed at events ranging from Barack Obama's inaugural ball in Washington, D.C., to Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, to Oracle Open World in San Francisco. She was also asked to MC the Bay Area's first ever TEDx Youth Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, she was the winner last year of the OMC competition. Will you please help me welcome mind magician, transformational trainer, and educator, Heather Rogers!
Good evening. I would like to begin with a toast to the Oakland Magic Circle. With so many magicians in the room, we could do anything. We could probably even turn water into wine. Give yourselves a round of applause. Welcome to the lovely Fruitvale District, nestled quaintly up against East Oakland and the San Leandro Fentanyl Corridor. You are sitting in Bjornsson Hall. This is a meeting place for a secret society called the Sons of Norway. We meet the first Friday of every month. And as a member, I get this really chic and classy cool magazine, The Viking. It's got all sorts of articles, and I tell you, these recipes are smoking. There's also this really cool application that I can get a foundation grant to take a folk dancing class. Makes me so excited I quiver. Anyway, the Oakland Magic Circle was founded in 1925. That's 95 years ago. Now, we have no current members from that era because, as you know, most members of most magic clubs are from the Paleolithic era. Yay, thought I'd get a bigger laugh, that's all right. We're here because we love magic. We perform all kinds of magic. Stage magic, barnyard magic, prenatal magic, postnasal magic. We come together because we have an insatiable need to rehash the classics and beat them to death. Can I get a witness? Yes, what we do. If you haven't been around for a while, you'll be curious to know that we've actually decided to incorporate. And we're trying to decide if we want to have our stock market price based on the intellectual property value of the magician membership or the whopping amount of money that lecturers make in the back of the room sales for their tricks. We're going to vote on it next week. But tonight is about dinner and a show. And wasn't the food amazing tonight? Yes. And I have to say, sorry, I have to kill the sound cue to get it ready for my next one. Sorry. The dinner was amazing. In fact, I have to say it was kind of addictive. You know, this food was so addictive to me. And, well, I guess now's the time to come clean with you all and admit that I have a problem. I am addicted to cards. Oh, it starts innocently enough. After all, it's just a deck of cards. One pack can't hurt ya.
Oh, yeah.
But soon the fascination arises. It's sort of just snakes all from behind ya, if you know what I mean. And then comes the day when you realize you can't put them down. That's when you know you're hooked. Can I get a witness? Can you guys relate to that? I tell you, I have tried everything. I've tried PA, you know, Peanut Alcoholics Anonymous. But those just aren't my people. So now, since we're participate in every area of my life, whether I'm working out at the gym, or if I'm at the airport, directing airplanes, or if I'm at a clothing optional retreat and I see a friend. Hi! It's so embarrassing. I do try to fight it. After all, they are just cards, right? If I can give up Pop Rocks and Pepsi, I can give up these. I say, look, you are not the boss of me. In fact, I can quit anytime I want. The problem is, I don't want to. Oh my God, they feel so good in my hands. So crisp and plastic coated. So great for cheating at poker. Whenever I'm feeling empty-handed, I just reach for some cards and boom, I feel supernatural. Thank you very much. Thank you. I could stop there, but I'm addicted. I just can't get enough. Can you feel the addiction? I'm feeling it. Okay, wait for it. Here comes the finale. Here we go. Whoa, sorry. Whoa! Thank you. Okay, I'm done. That was awesome. Some of you just need that, you know what I'm saying? But if you were really to enter my mind, you would find out that I'm actually an infamous cyber hacker, posing as an amazingly talented, dazzling magician. Before I take you into the dark web of my mind, I must change personas. I have to step into my cyber villain quick change chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's kind of like how superheroes change, only the opposite. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute, okay? Here we go. Cyber powers, activate! Yes! Now, I will take you into the mind of the most infamous cyber hacker in North America. Do you realize this year, 2020, there will be 21 billion internet-connected devices? That's 3 times the number of people on Earth. That's a lot of attack surface for this Class 1 Yale-rated hacker. I tell you, if you are hooking your laundry up to the internet, I'll go in and turn your whites pink. With all of this antiquated detection, encryption, and poochie pet passwords, stealing your data is going to be just this easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the cyber hacker of the future does not work alone. We create partnerships to boost threats. Don't get me wrong, I can handle some very complex networks, but some algorithms are too much, even for me, like it's Rubik's Cube. The more I try to solve it, the more scrambled it gets. That's when I call in my highly trained team of nanobots. I just dump them out on this Rubik's Cube, and they will solve it in midair. Let's count to 3. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, number 7934. Let it go, let it go. Everybody has a hard time when it's time to move on for a project, you know? Okay, very good. Give a round of applause again, thank you. I am not just a cyber hacker, I'm also a biohacker. Now that we've mapped the human genome, your DNA code is as easy to swipe as a salt shaker from Denny's. This rope uses magnetism and vibrational sound to essentially match pitch with the song of your cells and infiltrate your biofield. Let me find that page. I think I found it. Here I go. Thank you. I think you're beginning to realize I'm the real deal. Well, I'm not just a biohacker, I'm also a soul hacker. You've heard of dental floss? Well, I've invented transcendental floss. Yes. This rope is made of advanced fiber optics, polymer resin, and special fibers to infiltrate people's aura, making them enlightened against their will. I'll demonstrate. First, I penetrate the third chakra, where I increase your self-esteem. Then I get up to the heart, where I flood you with compassion. Then I gotta get to the brain, where I block your ears so you can't hear your inner critic. But I can't stop there. I've got to get it to the crown, where I upload my patented universality code, making you one with all creation. Please consult a physician before using transcendental floss. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, depression, drowsiness, blindness, bad breath, and allergies. Achoo! Well, it's in beta, but I'm going to take it to alpha, theta, and delta. Thank you. You're probably wondering what I'm all doing here today, telling my secrets. Well, I was finally caught. I tried to break into the Oakland Magic Circle's archives, and Adam Shire noticed a difference in the algorithm and caught me, set a trap. And I tell you, my captors are so mean. I asked to be fed Cheetos, but instead, I get 80 spams a day. For a virtual viper such as myself, that mega hurts. So I'm going to tell you some of my secrets. The first thing you need to know is that the new advanced threat defense systems have moved way beyond the cloud. You know about walk-away data? What if the next handkerchief you blow your nose with is actually spyware programmed to capture your fingerprint, which is the password to your entire life? If you doubt the power of smart textiles, watch as this innocent handkerchief shapeshifts itself into an origami bird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this is not just a regular origami bird. This is actually a high-speed drone that's programmed to float around the room, dropping M&Ms into your mouth at pinpoint precision. Yeah. We just couldn't get a permit from the Sons of Norway. But give it a round of applause. I know that you know that smart fabrics have been around for a while. Well, I'm going to show you my latest innovation. Innovation. That's an invention. Yes. And that is textile fabrication that is AI enhanced. Yes, I'm talking about machine learning in your hankies. I'll demonstrate. I'll tie a knot, and the non-lithographic fibers will talk to each other and solve the problem. Oh yeah. Now, I know you're thinking, hey, Heather Magic, hyper hacker lady, where's the risk there? Well, what if some prankster programmer decides to program your clothes to fall off at a very specific time? Or worse, they make holes appear in very specific places. Oh no. Thank you. So be nice to strangers and hackers. Now, threats have moved far beyond the computer, and a new example of that is using holographic technology to hack what you see. Now, I can control what you see using laser illumination to play out the photoreceptors in your eyes. This may seem, oh, I have this new cue. You may be at home enjoying a nice glass of vodka. But what if I instantly change it into A glass of brandy. But is it brandy? Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you through holographic technology. Maybe it's really a blue Hawaiian. It can't be a blue Hawaiian, that's too many calories. What if it's just a nice glass of red wine? Thank you. Yes, but I have even more to share with you, and that is robotics. We hackers have infiltrated the robotics industry, and now, using components of silicon and carbon, we are creating not only humans that are more robotic, but robots that are more human. This may look like a regular bunch of twigs in the shape of a fairy, but it's actually advanced technology that is voice recognition enhanced. Everyone say, activate. Activate. It's listening. Now say sleep mode. Sleep mode. But like all IoT devices that are voice activated, it's always awake. Thank you. Well, being a cyber hacker is like being a good gambler. There are fraudsters, bandits, crooked cons everywhere. We want to infiltrate every part of your supply chain. We want your network data. We want your endpoint data. We want your cloud data. We want it all! Oh, yes. Now, before I go, I'm going to show you my most advanced creation. This is as far as I've gotten so far. Truly, any paper is actually a textile that can be hacked. This may look like an ordinary newspaper. Using semiconductor technology and microfabrication, I stitched together the molecules in this paper and seeded them with memory filament chips that are self-regulating. So when I tear it, they're remembering the exact nature of the tear, thus being able to find their mate, as it were. The problem with this technology is this paper heats up quite big because it's unstable fusion. Most scientists are afraid to work with unstable fusion. But ow, it's hot, it's hot. We hackers are not, ow. Now, I must act quickly before my fingers melt and burn off my hands. All right, when I blow on it, I will activate the memory filament chips. Everyone say, activate! Activate! Yes. Thank you. Eventually, I'm going to tear and restore a pizza I already ate.